All right. We are back, guys.
Welcome back to our channel.
And we are talking Raider football today, guys. You guys already know Big Al and Lisa Marie Vlogs is kind of turning into a Raider channel. You know, we talk a lot of Raider football.
Kind of.
Yeah. a lot of you guys that are following us is because you guys watch us going to games. We're season ticket holders. We invest a lot of money and a lot of time into this team. You know, like we've invested thousands of dollars in this team. Over my lifetime, you guys can't even imagine. It was being a season ticket holder in Oakland, right, babe? And then we moved over here. We bought our PSLs. We you know, we don't have the greatest seats, but we're in the stadium. We are season ticket holders. And first of all, I want to start off by saying that I've been a Raider fan for a lot of years. Like, you know, I want to say 40 years. So everything that's happening right now is you know, I was a Raider fan before Carr, you know, but now, you know, I'm not saying I'm not going to be a Raider fan now, but I was a Raider fan before Carr, and I'm just going to be a Raider fan forever till the casket drops. I'm going to be a Raider fan, no matter who's our quarterback. I'll always back up my team. But with that being said, I do not like what our organization has done to Derek Carr. Not at all. I mean, I think seriously, I feel like, I mean, in my lifetime, of all the quarterbacks I've ever seen play, he's the best quarterback, you know, out of all of them. Better than even Gannon. Even though Gannon had that MVP season, he was great that year. Maybe he can't top that season, yeah. But other than that, in all the years that I've watched football, he's probably the better. I mean, I got to see Plunkett play, but I was a little kid. I really, you know what I mean? Yeah. I wasn't paying attention and watching stats like I am now. You know, I was 10 years old when Plunkett won the Super Bowl. So I'm old, but I'm not that old, you know? So, but in my lifetime, Carr statistically is the best quarterback. And not only that, he's like the best leader. He's been the best guy for our team. He's always done the best for our team to try to get us to that, wherever it is that our team needed to go. Working with what he had, not ever having a true number one receiver, not ever having the greatest line, always having shitty defenses. He's always hung in there and you know, and done the best for our team. And me myself, I feel bad. I feel like the organization has turned its back on him, and I think that's wrong. I think he deserves more than that. But I also understand that it's a money decision because, you know, he's gonna get a lot of money. You know, like, and he didn't play the best this year. He hasn't. But at the same time, this being his worst year ever, I think it's not because his skills have declined. I think it's because we brought in a new coach and changed everything. Took away his, you know, he's not able to call audibles. He's not able to change plays at the thing, you know, like the call that McDaniels calls he has to make. And then I think they set him up for failure, guys. Think about this, okay? This is my analogy on this. When we played the Rams had the number 5 best run-stop defense, guys. And what did we do that night? We ran the shit out of the ball. We ran it. We only threw the ball like 20 times that night. Yeah. We were playing in a dome. Every time he threw the ball to Davante Adams, he was catching it. And then we stopped all of that in the second half. Like, you know, tell me that's not sabotage. You know, like, they didn't let him throw the ball that day, but he ran the ball. And now, this past weekend, we play in the ice. You know, it's below something degrees. That game, we should have ran the shit out of the ball and not passed it 33 times. That's what Carr threw the ball the other day, 33 times. Like, everybody knows that Carr sucks in the cold. He doesn't throw the ball good. Why not just run the ball? If we would have ran the ball, we would have ran the clock down, and they would never have came back on us. And just things like that happen, I think they set him up for failure. Sure, he didn't perform. I agree. He didn't. That last pass when he missed Renfro, you know, he was wide open. If you would have led him with that would have been a touchdown. Or for sure it would have been a game-tying field goal. But, you know, it's just little things that happen throughout the year that's, you know, we blew 5 leads this year, guys. 5 times we were up. Several times we were up double digits.
Yeah.
And we blew all of those. Those aren't Carr's fault. They're not. That's the defense's fault. How are you gonna be up 19-0 and still lose the game? You know, like at the end, he has to try to come back and bring us back. You know, like the other day we were up. We gave up in the last fucking play. We gave up a touchdown again. You know?
And the defense did their job that game.
They played good. They held us in the whole game up until that last drive.
Yeah.
Other than that, the defense played great. You know what I mean? We weren't getting at the quarterback. We weren't. But we were still holding them still. We made Pickett look like a champion out there.
Yeah.
It was horrible. But me, myself, and me and Lisa, we've discussed it. And I don't like what they're doing to Carr. I think they should keep him. But I think they should try to restructure his contract or something. I know he's not going to come back now. He unfollowed the Raiders. The marriage is over. You know, it's over. He's leaving for sure. Either he's leaving or he's going to retire.
Well, there's people saying that he wasn't even following the Raiders. So
are they saying that?
Yeah, that's what some people said. But regardless, you guys, I think it's like a bad relationship now. You know, it's like everything that's happened in his 9 years has led him up to this point. And I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen all the adversity that he went through
last year, guys.
He stayed. He kept his composure through it all. Through it all. He went through so much. And for them, I understand why they got rid of Gruden. But when they brought in Bisaccia, or however you say his name, I don't know how to say his name. When they brought him in, why didn't we keep him?
He gathered the locker room. He had the locker room. That would have been a cheap coach for him.
But I have a feeling, because it's football politics, that Mr. Mark Davis, who I'm more pissed off I'm more pissed off to him than I am anybody.
And believe me, guys, I really believe that this is coming from Mark Davis. It's not coming from McDaniels and Ziegler. I think they had their part in it, but I'm sure that he's the one that's telling them, like, sit him. Just sit him. And because I really believe... Sorry, baby. I really believe that they're going to try to bring Brady. They're going to try... He likes this Patriot way. Guess who's the number one Patriot ever? And he's going to be available next year. And, you know, like... I mean, I'm not happy about it because I'm not a Patriot. I hate the Patriots. You know, I've always hated Brady. I've always hated a Brady. Like, always. I'm a Brady hater. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I told you guys at the beginning of the video, we are Raider fans first. And no matter what, I'm always going to back up my team. So if he comes, then we're going to have to back him up and see.
I feel like it's none of the players' faults.
No.
Like, I'm not blaming none of the players, but I am pissed off at the organization.
Yeah.
And how they're conducting their business at this point, because they have more than billions of dollars of stadium. Like, there's a lot of money invested in that stadium.
And then what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Do you guys think...
I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry, baby.
You know, like... Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I forgot now. Go ahead.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say is, before I really interrupted, that's true. They did invest billions of dollars in this organization. But at the end of the day, we just need to come together as a team, you know? And it sucks. It sucks that they treated Carr like that, I think. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We're Raider fans, and we got to just stick with our team. And it is what it is. He'll be fine, guys. He's going to be fine, trust me. If he decides to play football, there's plenty of teams out there that are going to want him. And if he doesn't, the guy's made already $150 million. Like, he really doesn't need to work. And he has a lot of things to take care of his time and do all that. So maybe if he does that, then that's also
Well, that's not even the point, because I think the point is that he's not, yeah, he has a lot of money, but not yet. I mean, the way they get paid is different. They don't just get all the money up front. Like, here you go, you're going to make $40 million.
He's already made his 150 though.
But that money goes, and he just bought a house in Vegas. Like, there's a lot. I mean, they spend money, like, you know, if they're not good with their money, it goes. And you know how money goes, it goes. So it's a job for him. This is his job. Like, of course he loves to do it, but at the end of the day, this is his job. This is what brings home the bacon to take care of his family. And when somebody F's with that, like, that's personal at that point. And I don't agree with how they did it at all. I don't agree with benching him. I think that's bullshit. Like, for the next 2 games, like, I think it's total bullshit. Like, but that's how I know there's some kind of, what do you call it? Like, there's some devious shit going on behind the scenes.
Football politics.
Yeah, and that's dirty.
That's just football.
Like
you know what? I guess it's. I mean, I've never had this feeling for any other player. Not like I got a feeling for him, guys. Don't get me wrong, all right? Not like that. But I've never felt bad for a player leaving. Like never.
Yeah.
No player. Like no player. All right, next guy up. Even when Rich Gannon, when they got rid of Rich Gannon that year, I was like, wow. I mean, he already served his purpose. It kind of sucked, because he got hurt, and then they got rid of him the next year, and they traded him, and, he was gone.
And I really feel like, too, you guys, that moving to Vegas probably wasn't the smartest thing as far as, like, morality-wise, okay, if you have morals. For business-wise, yes, it was the very smartest move to make. They knew that. But morality-wise, it wasn't. Because when we got there, look at how many people got in trouble. Drunk driving.
They already knew that was going to happen.
Rugs killed somebody. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like the organization went down.
Well, I don't ever want to go back to Oakland. So if you're thinking Oakland was better, it wasn't.
No, I'm thinking LA, but,
Oh, yeah. Well, they would have been nice, too. But even then, here is crazy, too. It just,
yeah,
at the end of the day, guys, the way I look at it, we're still Raider fans, and we still got we got to back up this kid this week. We got to make sure, if he keeps us in the game, and then it is what it is. We got to back him up, no matter what. We want to beat the Niners. Like, I don't want to lose to the Niners. Like, do I feel like we're gonna beat them? No, I don't think we're gonna beat them. But you know what? Can we? Yes, we can. We could do anything. We can. Trust me. We have the team. We have the running back. The receivers still there. Their tight ends are still there. Renfro's still there. The only one that's not going to be there is quarterback. So let's see what's getting.
Let's see if now all of a sudden McDaniel's play calls all of a sudden work.
Yeah, maybe.
Because sabotage.
But I was watching a lot of tape this week, a lot of different videos, guys, and Carr he had a god awful game that day. It was just horrible. But like I said,
it was his downfall.
I think they made him. I think they set him up to just.
It was his downfall, you guys. He cried in his last interview.
No, that was
a couple of games ago.
Yeah, a couple of games ago.
Yeah, he cried.
But I think a lot of people were talking shit about that. But I think he's an emotional guy.
But no,
he wears his emotions on his sleeve. By him crying that day, it just made me feel like he really does care about this team.
I think he really actually doesn't carry his emotions on his sleeve. I think he did a really good job pressing on and pressing forward with everything that happened when Gruden left. Like, even before that, when
I think at that point he thought, I'm getting sabotaged here, and because everybody,
he felt
and he couldn't speak, and he couldn't speak up about it. He couldn't say the coach is not calling the right plays. How's he gonna look saying that? Or the coach is not gonna do this. Or the coach is not letting me call audibles. Like, he's not gonna speak up against the coach.
Right.
Notice nobody ever talks shit about the coach.
Right,
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody's ever fucking said nothing about McDaniels. Like, apparently to all of them, he's a guru and he knows what he's doing. They're not performing. But at the end of the day, you know what? At some of those games, guys, there was some times when we didn't perform properly. But it's not all on him. I believe it's on our defense. Our defense they blew all those leads. Like, Carr got us. Carr was one of the best quarterbacks in the first half. It's the second half that sucks because you know why? I think McDaniels doesn't know how to be a head coach. He doesn't go in there and give the right advice. He doesn't go in there and pump up your team like, all right, guys, we got a 20-point lead. Don't give up. Don't get that foot off that neck. You guys got to strangle him, finish him off. I bet you he walked in there like, oh, you guys are doing a great job. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? That's not what a head coach does. Head coach has to motivate you. Even when you're winning, you need to get motivated. Even if you have the lead at halftime, you can't just go in there and come out all lackadaisical thinking nobody's going to score on you. How many games did we have the lead against the Patriots, against there was so many games that we were leading by double digits at halftime, guys, and we blew all we need is 2 games to get in the playoffs, and we'd be in the playoffs. The only team we really got our asses kicked by was by the Saints. Like, we totally not showed up that game. Other than that, we were in every single other game. Every single game we lost it in the end. Against the Colts. Against the Jags. You know what I mean? Against the Rams. Against fucking Pittsburgh. All those games on the last drive, we lost them, guys. That's how small. That's how crazy it is in football. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. We're still Raider fans. Tomorrow, on Sunday, we'll be watching the game. We'll probably film a little bit of it, and then we'll do our little rundown at the end. And then next week, we are heading to Vegas because we already had that planned trip to go up there to watch the last game. We were hoping that that game was going to be to go to the playoffs, but, you know, mathematically, we're still in it. Mathematically, we're still in it. There's a lot of games need to go a certain way tomorrow, and like if Pittsburgh loses and some of those other teams lose, which are playing hard teams, we can actually make it if we win our last 2 games. That's what pisses me off of why don't we have Carr then, you know what I mean? Our best chance to win is with Carr, not with fucking Stidham, you know? I don't know. Mark Davis is fucking shit up. His dad must be rolling over in his grave right now, you know, like... Yeah. Got him a great stadium, you brought him over, you're doing this, but now you're fucking it up, you know? Now you're a bit too much off now, you know? You got yourself a coach that you're stuck with that you don't even know if you like.
Was he stuck with him for like 2 years?
Well, his contract's for 4 years, but, you know, like, he could fire him, but if he's got coach's contracts, if I know what I'm talking about, I think coaches' contracts are fully guaranteed. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Yeah. So, like, say they pay him $10 million a year, then they own $40 million. If they fire him, then they got to pay him those $10 million over those years.
I think he needs to stop worrying about who he's taking to the games. And start worried about.
You're talking about
managing. Mark?
Yeah. Mark's taking those little hookers over there.
Yeah. I think he needs to start focusing on.
You know, that's the bad thing about Mark Davis, though. He's not a football. He's not like his dad. His dad was a football man. He'd be making phone calls, making adjustments from the stands. This guy doesn't know shit about football, I don't think. I think he just leaves it all up to them. And you know, he's not liking what he sees. He's too much Vegas right now. He wants to bring in Tom Brady.
Not only that, but you know how things work, you guys. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. And within an organization like that, you think that doesn't happen? It happens. Yeah. So it's all money games. That's all it is. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm really sad for Carr. My heart's broken because he actually is a reason, besides Al, of course. Al's the number 1 reason, babe. I won't take that from you. But he's a number 2 reason why I fell in love with football. It was him. Like, honestly, seriously. Well,
because since we met, we've been watching games religiously. Like, and Carr kind of came in right when we met at that time. It was like 2013 was the year that we met. And so it's right around that same time that she started watching football a lot. So we kind of, you know, we've been in a lot of games. We saw a lot of it. We were there when fucking he fumbled against Dallas in Oakland. Remember to lose the game at the very end of the game? Like, we've been through it, guys. We've seen it. We've been there firsthand in some of these games, you know? So.
But I just liked his personality. The way he was never like...
He was a good guy, always positive.
Yeah, he was never like... He just kept everybody's, like, aura up, you know? Like, he never was negative about anything. Yeah. And still to this day, never talked crap about
And I know some of you guys are going to clown and say fucking, you know, like... a Carr lover or whatever. Nah, I'm a Raider lover. I feel he's one of the greatest quarterbacks that the Raiders ever had, especially in my time. And, you know, and I just don't like the way it went down, Like, it could have been way better than this. They could have let him play out. Like, Carr's not going to fake an injury. He's not going to do that. He's an honorable man. I don't think he would do that. Like, I know he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that to an organization, you know, to cripple him like that.
He straight up said he wants to end the Raider. He doesn't want to play for another team.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that. So, for them to bench him these last 2 games, it was just, to me, it's just fucking ridiculous.
And I think that's where Carr just, like, took it, like, that's it. Yeah. Like, better yet, I'll just stay home. Because, you know, it pissed him off.
In a sense, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He's not no fucking punk ass.
Yeah, he's not a punk.
You could just sit him down. Like, that guy's a franchise quarterback. And if we're not going to allow him to be our franchise quarterback, I guarantee you guys, he could be somebody else's. Yeah. There's a lot of teams out there that need a QB, and he is a QB1. I mean, like, he could go to the Jets. He could go to fucking the Commanders need a quarterback. The Rams need a quarterback. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks that are just right there. That if they had a better quarterback, the Titans need a quarterback. Like, there's a lot of teams out there that need quarterbacks, guys. Trust me. There's going to be a market for him. In that sense, I don't feel bad for him because I know if he wants to continue playing football, he will have another continuous career.
Yeah, but it's not like it's all over.
It's not like it's over. I mean, I'm not going to root against the guy. I'm not going to root for his team, but I'm not going to root against him either. I hope he does good. I hope that, you know, if he does, maybe someday he'll win a Super Bowl with somebody and maybe prove us wrong because Mark Davis fucked up to you. I really think he fucked up. I think he fucking, I don't know what the hell he's thinking, but he should have kept him. He should have just finished his last contract out. Yeah, it's a lot of money. I'm hoping that maybe they'll restructure it and maybe he'll drop it down a little bit, give him a break or something, and restructure his contract so he can stay a Raider. But I don't think. I think it's seriously. I think it's over now.
The next step is too Davante Adams, because he's made it pretty clear that if Carr
he came only because of Carr.
Yeah.
How is he going to be happy?
Yeah.
But then again, I don't see him walking away either because he's the highest paid receiver. Like, you know, hopefully the Raiders don't go. Hopefully the Raiders don't go into a rebuild and what I'm hoping, seriously, I hope that we get. I hope we get Brady or what's his name, Rodgers, either one of them for at least a year or two, and then get the next quarterback and sit him below them. But I do not want Tannehill. I do not want Garoppolo. I do not want Mayfield. Those guys are all. They've already been there.
Garoppolo isn't that Valerie's?
Yeah, he's gonna be he's gonna be a free agent this year too. There's a lot of quarterbacks that are available that the Raiders can actually go after. But come on, guys, we're taking a step back. I feel
like Brady's old already.
Like, he is old. But you know what? With the weapons we have, with the receivers we have, and with the running back that we have,
and with Mark in love with him,
fucking, you know, juicing him up over there, he might fucking pull out a Super Bowl. I mean, who knows how to win more Super Bowls than the GOAT? You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, guys, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna take a while for me to get over this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a little bad alley towards it for a little while.
I can just see Stidham fucking up this weekend, and she's gonna be all over him. Like that kid better fucking perform because you're running the Raider Nation now, and if you're gonna run the Raider Nation, you better have your P's and Q's together because we're a demanding ass crowd. You know what I mean? And, you know, and
especially because against the 49ers.
And even if we're out of this shit, I don't care. I want to beat the Niners. You know what I mean? Like, I always think we have a chance, guys. I always think a chance. I always think we have a chance. We still have our weapons there. Let's see what this kid does, and you know what I mean, and see what happens, guys. But that's pretty much for our rundown right here of this week, guys. We're super disappointed, but at the same time, it's always Raider Nation, guys. We're never going to change that about us, you know?
Yeah.
There's always going to be other quarterbacks. There's going to be other players. Players come and go, but the Raider Nation is forever.
Yep.
So as long as you guys remember that, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. Carr's always going to be a Raider. And he's always going to be, in my heart, he's always going to be the best Raider quarterback we've ever had until there's another one that wins the Super Bowl. You know, if I could see another Super Bowl in my lifetime, I don't know. But as far as right now, he's number one in all stats. The only one he's not number one in stats is in wins. He's number 2 in wins.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, guys, when you guys talk shit about the man. You know, but with that being said, that's it, right, baby?
Yeah, and if you guys want to know where we were, we did a video, so go look at our other video.
Yeah, our other video. Why we didn't finish Vlogmas.
Why we were absent.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do this update because somebody actually asked for.
Yeah, they wanted our opinion about what was going on and everything, guys. Yeah. So, and you guys, you know, for those of you guys that like listening to our content, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, guys. Hit that thumbs up and leave us a comment, guys. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah,
we want to know what you guys think.
Hear your guys.
If you guys are new to our channel, introduce yourselves and let us know what you guys think, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we're just some Raider diehards right here that, you know, we live for these Raider games, and it sucks the season's already going to come to an end, huh? It went by so fast this year.
Yeah, it did.
I just hate the outcome that it came out.
But it's going to go by fast. The next season's going to come by quick.
It's going to come up again.
Time's going by fast, babe.
Yeah, I know. The older you get, the faster it comes.
It seems that way.
But guys, with that being said, we appreciate you guys. You guys have a happy New Year's, and we'll see you guys on Christmas.
Be safe out there, guys.
Yeah, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Stay home. Be with your families, and we'll see you guys on New Year's Day. We're gonna be vlogging from New Year's. Maybe Lisa will go live that day or something on the day of the game. See how Stidham does it against the Niners.
Oh, we're not going to New Year's Day to the game.
No, we're gonna watch it somewhere.
Oh.
The Raider game this Sunday.
Oh.
This Sunday. No, I'm talking. That's gonna be next Sunday against. That's against the Chiefs. There's still one more game before we go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I could go live that game for you guys, like I did last time.
All right, guys. With that being said, you guys have a blessed night and Happy New Year's.